Hi, we're at Spearfish High School visiting with John Bacher, the head wrestling coach. And John, always good to visit with about one of the greatest sports in high school.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy being on your videos. I really enjoy it. Yep.
John, another wrestling season just around the corner. When do you get started?
We actually start Monday the 16th, so this upcoming Mondays. So real soon, real soon.
And of course, last year you had a great season and got everything in just before COVID hit.
Yeah, we're very thankful of that. I mean, the basketball didn't get to finish their season, and we were fortunate enough to get through our season, and we're very grateful for that.
And one thing, you've got some good news about one of your athletes getting a college scholarship.
Yep, Max Saylor just signed with Minot State, and he's still has a senior year to go, and two-time state champ, and we're looking for that third state championship. So it's going to be fun watching him in college.
So what do you expect out of the team this year? Who's going to be your leaders?
We have 4 state placers coming back, including one of them a state champion, Max Saylor, as well as Josh Hoffman. He's a senior now, and Clay Donovan and Oakley Blakeman are also state placers last year. So those guys are going to be leading a group of really talented guys this year.
How about some new kids that have come up?
We got a new guy from Colorado. His name's Bailey Badwound. He was a state placer down there in Colorado. He's a senior this year. Got a couple guys back. Austin Cretos was coming off an injury last year, as well as we got Dawson Craig. He hasn't wrestled in a couple years, but he came back out. And another guy that I'm pretty excited about, he's a sophomore, Christian McCarty. He was a state qualifier for us as a 7th grader, and he took a couple years off, and he's back. So I'm really looking forward to those guys getting into our lineup.
With COVID, competition going to be a little different this year, or are you going to be able to do everything you always do?
We're probably going to be in more duels than tournaments, and the tournaments are going to be small. They're limiting us to 12 teams in a tournament instead of, some Rapid City Invite we had 30-some teams, and so they're going to be smaller, but we're definitely grateful that we get to compete. That's what we're happy for. That it doesn't matter about the size, is that we get to actually do some wrestling this year.
One thing I always like to talk to you about is what T-shirt are you wearing today? And this is a good one.
Oh yeah. So my definition of wrestling is intense legal pain. Wrestling is basically like a street fight with rules. So you always get to inflict some pain. That was one of my favorite parts about football and wrestling is you get to go out there and hit somebody and you'll get arrested for it. So that's what I loved about it.
Tell us, if there's young guys watching the video and they thought about wrestling but haven't done it yet, what advice do you have for them? Start at any age?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can start wrestling at any age. In Arizona, I had several guys that didn't start till they were high schoolers. They were state placers. Some of them, I even had one guy start as a sophomore, and he was a 2-time state placer. But they worked hard. That's the key to wrestling. You got to work hard, and if you want it bad enough, you can achieve it. Even those guys that have been wrestling since they were, old enough to walk, a lot of those guys, they don't have the intensity that you need to make those. So it doesn't really matter if you start late. Don't worry about starting as a freshman in high school. You can still make some big gains if you want to work hard enough at it.
All right, John, we'll be following you throughout the season, and good luck with the Spartans.
Yeah, I'm excited. We get to compete, so thank you.